Good afternoon, Gaminati UK. What a wonderful piece of news to begin with. At approximately 24 minutes to 2 on Tuesday afternoon, day, I don't know, does it matter really? I want to begin with a little chant like I did yesterday, except the football chant yesterday was in my car. That much aside, don't have to wear a mask either. I can do the handlebar moustache if necessary, because I'm inside. But let me begin with a little football-orientated chant because it's about a footballer. A footballer who's also a fantastic citizen. A man who achieved a great thing for us, the people. Let's begin with a little chant that says, U-turn, 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 U-turn. He's done another screecher, hasn't he? Boris has jammed that handbrake on meals for children over the summer holidays. He's jammed that handbrake on. Those back two wheels have locked up and he's jagged the wheel round and you can hear the screeching. You can see the smoke. Another handbrake U-turn from Boris himself. Marcus, all of you, thank you. Thank you so much. Do you know what it comes to? And it is a very interesting thing what it comes to. When Boris Johnson would be quite happy to see kids starve over the summer holidays. Well, you see, when you're Boris Johnson, you think you don't really think about kids like that, do you? You don't. I mean, for God's sake, if you were brought up and you went to Eton, probably had your bottom beaten, yeah. If everything was on tap, if Daddy was a fighter pilot with the RAF and still makes racist comments to defend his son, yeah? If everything was dropped into your lap as you arrived in the nest as one of the blonde-haired midwich cuckoos with the penetrating blue eyes, if you arrived into that part, that little bit of society, if you were born into the ruling class and privilege, if you were born and Daddy had to literally take the silver spoon out of your mouth before it choked your first cries of hurrah, hurrah, I am here, then you really don't know anything about what goes on in real life. You don't know, and even if you did know, why should you care? Why would it matter to you any more that children went hungry than old people, sick people died of a virus in care homes? Honestly, why would it matter to you? Yeah? At no point would your family have ever really been the kind of family that brought you up to think of others. Yeah? They would have been the kind of family that brought you up to become a privileged little person. They would have been the family that brought you up with no sense of empathy, no sense of concern, but a great sense of entitlement, a wonderful feeling that you were entitled to power over the lives of others. And now you've got it. So that's one U-turn. Over the moon, man. Absolutely over the moon. What else is there to say today? Well, don't trust the government on anything to do with COVID. Yeah, we know they're still pressing to get the 2 metre rule to 1 metre. But for God's sake, people are barely even obeying that 2 metre rule now. Whoa, header on the lampshade. Yeah, I went into football today. Way. Yeah, they're barely even socially distancing now. They're all pushing up to each other in those crowds at Primark, aren't they? Bit of jostling, gotta get in. Primark going, we can only have 100 people in the store at one time. They need security outside to stop them pushing their way in. Yeah. Once you reduce it to 1 metre, people just won't bother anymore. And everyone is telling us the pandemic isn't over. Everyone is telling us, expect the second wave. Hong Kong, takes visitors and whatever from us, and like the virus is back. Yeah? For crying out loud. Honestly, I told you before and I'll say it again, right? My greatest fear now, as well as the virus itself, is how it has led us and will further embolden our fascist rulers. It's weakened us. It's allowed them to do pretty much what they want. It's naturally taken the heat off of Brexit. It's all going to go through. It's all going to be no deal. Nobody cares. Yeah. And it's also part of, this attitude that we couldn't care less about anybody but ourselves. Yeah? Those are the kind of people who voted Tory. Those are the kind of selfish arseholes who really didn't think about anybody else in society, who didn't have an ounce of compassion, decency, concern. Yeah? Those are the selfish arseholes that want to go and buy everything, own everything, be king of their castle, be the greatest earner, have the biggest fortune, consume their way out of everything, tread on everybody on their way up. Those are the kind of bastards that voted Tory because the Tories are like them. Those are the kind of racist arsewipes who vote Tory because they know the Tories hate people of other races. Those are the sort of arsewipes who just they don't want anything good for themselves, and they want to abuse and use other people. That's why they vote Tory. That's why society is in the hell of a state that it's in. Because there is no longer any concern for anybody but me. What was it? Ayn Rand wrote all about this book, all about me, why I'm so important. Yeah? And, why she had a right to do absolutely everything she wanted. Sod anybody else and what other complications there were, whoever was in her life or whatever, she had a right to live it and be her and do as she wanted. Apparently she was not a particularly happy person. Yeah, but what Tories are. I'm off, folks. Bye.